So, do you feel like the defense is really locked in now? I mean, y'all had an amazing performance this week. Kind of tell me the mindset and how everyone's feeling going into the Arkansas game.
Our biggest thing is that we try and focus on being 1% better every single day, and it comes with the mindset from when you first wake up to practice to after practice, how you carry yourself throughout the day, and how you treat yourself off the field as well. I mean, our performance has been really well, and we're all very proud of it, but there's still a lot of work and room to improve on what we can do. But it's been pretty great so far for all of us. We've been enjoying it, but we just take the approach of we have to focus on today, and we can't look at the end results.
We'll go back behind the lights on the right side to Ben.
Albert, when y'all are playing well to start off and going into halftime coming out, how do you try to, like, I guess, keep doing what you're doing and not worry about what they're doing too much, but anticipate maybe the adjustments they're making and keep that rhythm going?
The best way I can say it is it's how Coach E had told us. He had told us, like, in boxing, you know, there's 12 rounds, and it's a 12-round fight every SEC game. And you'll give body blows, they'll give body blows, but it's who can sustain and be the most consistent throughout the game. So that's just the approach coming into halftime. We made our adjustments, stayed consistent throughout the game, and we never let off the gas pedal.
And then just comparing Arkansas to Auburn, especially for your position group, you know, team that can run the ball, can do design quarterback runs, quarterback run off script. How similar do you feel like the two teams are from your experience playing both of them and what you've seen from Arkansas this year and maybe some differences?
Every team is similar in its way because they'll put on the film and then they'll take plays that the teams we played that they've used. So it's hard to sit here and try and compare the two teams because they're similar, but then they're not similar. We're just ready to expect whatever it could be. I mean, as a defense, you have to stay on your toes at all times because the second you're not, usually a touchdown happens. So we're prepared we're prepared for anything. Let's put it like that.
We'll stay on that right side to Chip and then to Tyler.
Albert, how would you describe KJ Jefferson?
He's a great quarterback. I like him. I like playing against him. I like watching him. I will say that. I enjoy watching him play. I like the way he can run. He's not afraid to lower his shoulder. I respect him a lot as a man and as a quarterback. And I always get excited playing against him. And I get excited against great competition. You know, as an athlete, that's what we live for. We thrive for great competition. And every week, there's always going to be great competition. So I respect his game, and I'm excited to play against him.
How hard is it to get him on the ground when he's got a head of steam going, and how important is it that you do that?
It's very important. I mean, we all seen it from our games to any other team they've played. If you don't wrap them up and group tackle them, you're probably 9 times out of 10 not going to succeed winning that battle. So it's hard, but if you come in and we all rally to the ball, it's not that hard.
We'll stay back behind the lights to go to Tyler on the left side.
Yeah, Albert, what would you say the biggest difference was with the way the defense played on Saturday than the other games this season?
Energy. That's the one word I can give you, energy. It all starts with our energy and how we take an approach to the game. And our energy the whole week has been great. It never once fell off, and coming into the game, it showed.
And then, going into this Arkansas game, why do you think these games are always so close between A&M and Arkansas? Especially going back to last year's game with how that one ended.
I would say that every SEC game is always going to be close, and it's just the one play that can really determine if you win or lose the game. And going back to last year, these games are always so close. It's like that universal rule that both teams want to win, so we're going to give everything we have to win the game. And it's one of those few times where fans can sit back and say that was 4 full quarters of football until the very end. So, and plus, I think there's also a little bit of bragging rights in whichever team wins.
We'll stay back behind the lights. One more on the left side to Donna.
Albert, you talk about Torian York's performance on Saturday. He was just named SEC Freshman of the Week. What has he brought to y'all on the defense?
Excitement, juice, everything you look for in a linebacker. He's confident in what he does and what he says, and I never have to worry about if he's going to fit the right gap or not bring the certain level of energy that we need. And he's a dog. What can I say? I mean, it shows. So I don't want to speak too much and give too much, but I think his actions speak so loud that whatever I'm saying, it might not be able to keep up with it. But he can play, and he's a dog, and I love him.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent.
In practice, how is Max Johnson different than Connor Wegman? And obviously both impactful in different ways, correct?
Honestly, I can't answer that one because I'm on the defensive side, and there's not many times we go against the offense. So it's hard for me to sit here and give you an exact answer on that one. But I will say that both of them are special, and with either one of them in the game, I won't ever sit here and try and say one's better than the other because that's not true. Because they both bring a level of skill and talent to the game that can't be replicated.
How cool was that Max threw a touchdown pass to his brother Jake, and how rare and how neat is that for y'all as teammates?
I loved it. I thought it was pretty awesome. Johnson to Johnson, that's what we called it. I honestly loved it. And it's going to be a core memory for me knowing that 10, 15 years down the road, I can say, man, I remember that Johnson to Johnson pass. I remember that.
Speaking of impressive, LT Overton graduated early. How neat was that? And could you sense that he was a really young guy last year? And how much has he grown in the past year along the line?
Yeah, he graduated early, and it was new for him. You could get the sense that as every freshman, we all don't want to mess up, or we feel like there's a certain level of whatever standard it could be that we have to live up to. But he's matured quite a bit, and he's grown as a young man, and I treat him as my little brother, and I love him to death. But it's been exciting to watch him grow as a young man, and he's been amazing so far.
We'll go fourth row on the left side to Rob and then Cease.
Albert, what do you think the key is to the improvement of the run defense from last year to this year?
Staying in our gaps. That's the improvement. We strain and fight to stay within our gaps and not let up much movement. That is the biggest improvement from last year to this year.
We'll go front row on the left side to Cease.
You mentioned great energy on Saturday. It's not a true road game, but you guys have had some problems taking that energy on the road. What have you seen has been a problem, and how do you guys fix that?
The best way for us to fix it is just take on the proper approach. We have to learn from the mistakes and what didn't we do that caused us to not have a certain level of energy, and then just fix it from there. There's not much to say, but we just have to find the minor nicks and knacks in the system and just fix it.
We'll go toward the back of the room to Chip to wrap us up.
Albert, how much do you enjoy playing in this stadium? Do you think the other guys enjoy it?
I enjoy it. I love it. I mean, third downs, first down, second down, offense, whoever's out there, I enjoy it. I love seeing how engaged our fans are from the start to the finish. I still quite don't know how their legs and feet don't hurt after the game, and I'm pretty sure they hurt just as bad as we do, but for them to come back the next week and still do the same thing, it leaves me speechless at times.
Do you find yourself watching the big screen ever?
Quite a bit. I mean, when I'm on the field, not as much, but off the field, sometimes I just can't help it, and I'll just turn my head up and look at the big screen. So quite a bit, I will catch myself watching the big screen.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you, Albert.
Thank you.